Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a collective message here for you guys, and you are in a phase of your life where you literally are in between two worlds. The world that you are living behind from into your past, which is not technically you, which is not you anymore because you have broken out of all those old cycles, karmic cycles, all those karmic people, and you have now successfully stepped into this new world which is actually meant for you, which is actually you, and which is actually yours, but you haven't fully stepped into it yet. Okay, you're literally, I'm seeing like a person who's standing between two worlds, and this person is trying to step into the new world, yet they're also somehow bound to this old work or through people, or maybe it's just not completely time for that person. Just a second, I'll close the door. The craziest thing just happened just now. Like, I just opened the door for 2 seconds because my dog called me and he's in the terrace, and I really wanted to film this, and I saw the door and I was like, shit, the door is open. I have to close the door, but I already on the camera, and I was like, I'll just come here and I'll just film. It's fine. I'll close the door once I'm done shooting. But then all of a sudden, I'm just trying to channel this message, and somebody literally said, close the door. Like, it was my higher self, like the inner voice. This is, I feel like, the first time ever where you need to listen to your inner voice. Okay, like, as I was telling you ki, like, you're literally, there's a confirmation by the lizard outside. There are so many confirmations that is happening in your life, that when it comes to you and your life, God, or like, he does not joke about your life. Like, if there are people in your life that are from your, like, those people, those places, those situations, they have passed their expiry date. Okay, every people that you have left behind, all the people that you have outgrown, that are not meant to be in your life, all the places that you have outgrown, all the situations that you have outgrown in your life, those places have already had their expiry date, yet you haven't moved on completely to this new world of yours. You haven't completely met new people that are actually good for you and for your soul, which are actually nourishing you and for your soul. That is because, see, when you literally break out of a cycle or break out of a certain people or situation, you need that period of stillness, you need that moment to take a breath, so you completely process everything that's happened, and so that you will be next ready for what is coming. Because if it's everything that was meant for you, if it just came into you rushing towards you, then that would be so overwhelming. Like, imagine, like, you get everything that you want, but in just one go you just get so many things. Like, that would be so overwhelming. Like, so much information at once will actually be overwhelming, even though if it was meant for you. So that is why right now in this moment you are actually expanding your vessel, you're expanding your energy, and you're taking this time to actually process, so that you're actually ready when people that are meant for you, when opportunities that are meant for you, when everything that is meant for you will come to you, so that when it comes you're actually ready for it. Because when you jump in too quick to a situation, to a person, like, you will actually might end up sabotaging it, because you might believe like you jumped in too quick, you didn't get time for you to process it properly, if it actually is for you or not. Like, it will just seem like a very impulsive decision and not a rational point of view, or from a rational perspective you would generally want time to, like, even if it is for you, you just want that moment of stillness and be like, yeah, you wanna feel it. It's like, when you're really hungry for a cake, like, you really want to eat cake, but then you wait for a little while, because you know that the longer you wait for the cake, the more tasty it's gonna taste. Like, I know this, I know, like, I don't know if people do this or not, but this is actually a thing. Like, when you're hungry, you're really hungry and the food isn't prepared yet, like the food is being prepared in the kitchen, and you're just sitting, you're just waiting, and you're just waiting, and you know that the food is being prepared for you, the food is being prepared for you, but you're still waiting, it's not ready, but you're very hungry. And then finally when the food comes, you're extremely hungry, you're starving, and when you eat that first bite of food, it is so goddamn, so fucking tasty, so fucking good. And I feel like this is exactly what God wants you to feel. That is, just imagine a person who is hungry, but a person who is starving, like who really needs that food, but at the same time they're waiting patiently. Doesn't mean that they're desperate for it. They're not desperate for food, but they're really starving because they really need that food. And when both of them gets the food, who's gonna enjoy the food more? Like genuinely, who will enjoy the food more? The person who was starving yet he was patient because he knew that his food was being prepared. That is the person who's going to enjoy the food more than the person who was just a little hungry, you know. And this is exactly what is happening in your life. Like you just stepped out, you just walked out of all those karmic cycle, all those karmic people, all those toxic habits, situationships. I mean, even hearing situationships for so many people, like toxic ex or anybody, like such people, you had to walk away before the next person, before your next love person, or before your next career opportunities. Even I'm seeing New York and fashion for so many people. Maybe you guys are into fashion and you really want to travel the world and maybe settle in New York or Canada, or I'm mostly saying New York and USA. So before you actually get those opportunities, you have to savor in your moment of stillness for a while, so that your tolerance or your hungriness for that opportunity or for that person actually increases every second. But at the same time, you're not desperate for it. Like, you know, you want that opportunity, you know, you want to be in New York, you know, you want to do fashion in New York, but at the same time you're just waiting with that for an opportunity of such similar opportunity to show up in your life, and you will grab it immediately the moment it comes up. But that opportunity hasn't come up in your life yet, but you know that that opportunity, whatever it is, that it is this not limited to New York or fashion. Use this information as your discernment. This is just an example because this example is really standing out to me. I'm literally seeing a woman holding a Chanel bag and just crossing the crossover in a New York, and she's just going like from one crossroad of the road to the other side, like has a crossing to the traffic. And so I feel like you guys will be working in a lot of projects and being wealthy, and you know, like traveling soon or settling in other places that you actually want to settle. Like since forever you actually wanted to settle in New York or any other such places since forever, and it's finally happening for you. You know that you're gonna do it, like you know that you're gonna make that happen, but it hasn't been time for that yet. Like अभी उसका टाइम नहीं आया है, बट तुम्हें पता है कि वो होगा. Like वही चाहिए. Like you want that woman or you want that person only. Like you want that person. This is a very collective message. I'm getting love messages, I'm getting like career opportunities, I'm also getting into like new hobbies and travel and settling in abroad and all of that. Like you know कि like everything that is meant for you is actually coming, but उसका टाइम अभी तक नहीं आया है. Like the time for that hasn't come here yet. But the moment that shows up, that opportunity shows up, you will not be afraid to grab it and just make that yours. At the same time, you're patiently waiting. You're not in a desperate energy at all. Like you have broken out of this desperate energy. You're not desperate anymore. Like you know your worth. You to be honest, you will be fine without that opportunity as well. Like even if you didn't get that opportunity, you will feel sad, but कैसे भी काम चल जाएगा. Like okay fine, I'll figure something out, something will happen, like God will figure something out, it's fine. But at the same time you still have hope for this, like somewhere or the other, like I don't know, some miracle will happen and I will get this person only, like I will get this opportunity, I will go to this place, I will move in with this person. Or like you're waiting like I know this is gonna happen. Like you just feel it inside of you, you know. Like if you can't explain this to another person, like you cannot, like you can't explain it. Like only you and only you will understand this. Like you just know ki, like this is going to happen. Like you just know ki, like okay, like I just know that this is gonna happen. Like my whole body, my whole being, my entirety of whole being is telling me like this is gonna happen, and you're just waiting for it. You're just hoping that when it shows up, that when that opportunity shows up at my door, I will not be afraid to grab it. that you will not be afraid to grab it. And there's a reason why that opportunity or whatever it is that you want hasn't shown up in your life yet. That is because God really wants to make sure that when that shows up in your life, when he or she, when that woman of your dream shows up, or when that opportunity that you always wanted, when that paycheck, or that when that lottery, I'm even seeing lottery for so many people, like actually receiving their ancestral abundance, or receiving their, like parents' inheritance, like, but it's in like a large sum, like a very large sum amount of money. So when you actually receive that, like when you receive that, like you can even get it now maybe, but it's like when you receive that in your future, you really want to be grateful for it, you really want to be appreciative of it. So that is what God is trying to make here. Okay, like, even if you get it now, you will be appreciative of it, you will be grateful for it. But when you wait for it, when you, like, your heart literally fonders more the more you wait for it. Like, the more you wait, the more you fall in love with her. The more you wait, the more you fall in love with him. Or the more you wait, the more you want that opportunity bad, so bad, but at the same time you're not desperate for it. That is exactly why you're still in this stillness of being between two worlds. Like, the world that you have just come out of, all those people, all this toxic cycle, everything that was not meant for you, it is done. Okay, like, genuinely, that shit is done. Like, you can't go back to that, and they can't come to you, because there is literally mismatch of energies. There's literally mismatch of energies, and it is done. You can't go back into those karmic cycles, you can't go between those people. It's like you will just not bond with them anymore, you will just not have fun with them anymore. It's not the same. This is what I'm hearing. Like, she's not the same. Like, you don't know, like, she's changed, she's not the same. It looks like it's not, but she's not the same. This is what I'm hearing right now, and this is what all the people that you have left behind are channeling to me, that they can see that you have changed. All the people that you have left behind in your past, they can see that something about you has changed, and it's very prominent. Like, it's like it is right there, they can see it, but they don't know how to explain it. Like, but they can just feel it, that it's not the same anymore, that she's not the same anymore. Like, she's changed. And I'm also hearing, like, she left us behind. It's like, matlab, you left people because you are a kind of person, like, when you are leveling up in your life, you like to take people around you, like, so that you all can level up, because you see them as part of your family, or it could be family, friends, or people that you hang out with that truly mean something to you. But if they don't want to have a level up, if they don't want to go to the next stage of their life, like, you genuinely cannot be with them, be like, oh, they're gonna be here, but I want to level up. So you have no other choice but to leave them there and go and level up and have a glow up for yourself. I'm not talking about physical glow up, I'm talking about you chasing your dreams, getting everything that you always wanted, going and taking that risk. And even if you know that maybe you might not win, but you still want to go get up and do that. And you don't care about perfectionism. I mean, like, you don't have to be perfect, it's fine, everything about me doesn't have to be perfect, but I will still go and I'll give my best, because that is what my heart is saying right now, that is what my whole intuitiveness, my whole body is saying right now, and I'm gonna go and do that. And you kept doing that, finally, to the point that you broke out of all your limitations. And people that you literally left behind, they can literally feel that you have left behind. Like, this is not something that they have said, 13:51 on the timer, this is not something that they have said out loud, but this is definitely something that they can feel energetically, that you're not the same person anymore. All of the people, even if you went back in life, you can't resonate with them, you can't have fun with them, you can't be with them. And even they know that, and even you know that. And so now you haven't found your new people, your new soul tribe, your new person, your new lover or boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe a person who's waiting to get married. Like, you just haven't found your person yet. Or maybe you know who your person is, but you just haven't got that opportunity to confess to that person yet, and you're waiting so that God or your life or the divine soul or you will somehow create or get an opportunity where you can just go and grab that opportunity. But it's not time for that opportunity yet, but it will show up at your doorstep, but it's not time for that yet. And when that shows up, you will not be afraid to just grab that and make that yours. Like, make you mine, I'll make you mine. That is what I'm hearing right now. Like, I'm literally hearing a message that when you show up at my doorstep, Like, I'm never letting you go, you're mine, you're just mine, she's mine. This is what I'm hearing right now. So I'm also getting like love messages that maybe you have a person in your mind and you're fixated on her. Okay, like, this is who I want, I only want her, and I know she's the perfect puzzle in my life, and I only want to be with her. But it's just not opportunity for you to go and make her truly yours. You're waiting for something, maybe you're waiting on completely to let go of all those people that were there in your past, so that you are completely ready to completely receive her and make her yours. This is gender specific. Why did I say gender specific? I think I'm hearing like a collective maybe here. Maybe this is all the divine masculines channeling this to the divine feminines, that all of the men, maybe they know, like maybe the collective, that the guys who you are watching here, the divine masculines watching here, maybe you have a person in your mind, the divine feminine or the woman, that you want to be with her. I wanted to say gender neutral. This is like, I wanted to say use your discernment. He can be she can be he. Like in this, like I'm just giving an example of a woman. But if I said gender specific, then I guess that all the men who are watching this video, maybe you have a person in your mind and you only want to be with her, and you just know that it's her. Like you feel it inside your body, you just feel it inside your gut that it is that woman, and she is the woman of your dreams, and you only want her and you want to invest in her, you want to be with her. And the feminines watching here, maybe there is a man who's a secret admirer, who's secretly watching you, who's secretly keeping tabs on you, who's actually admiring you a lot. Like he really loves how you always just have a level up, you just glow up. Like he just thinks like, okay, now I know everything about this woman. And then the next time he checks your stories or he stalks you on Instagram or on YouTube or any other platforms that you might be in, you just go and you just showcase a new hobby or a new thing, or like a new anything new, and he's like, damn, like she does this as well, she knows this as well. Oh my god, like you're genuinely surprising this divine masculine who's a secret admirer of yours, and he's genuinely like, this is actually turning into a love message, even though I didn't expect it to. But that person is genuinely surprised by you at this point. You know, he's like, for 1 second he thinks, okay, I know this woman. You just go and you get a glow up or you get a level up, you just work with a brand that is so much big and that's so much luxurious, and he's like, damn. And then, or you just, you know, like you just keep amusing him that he just keeps getting amused every second he sort of stalks you or something like that. And this is not a person who is like a karmic person or like obsessive stalker or something. Like that person wants to be with you, like he wants to be with you. The masculine is watching here, you want to be with a woman, and all the women watching this video, there's a secret admirer. Like he wants to be with you. He's watching you because he's trying to understand you, why you work the way you work, and he's trying to sort of analyze and see if you are actually the woman he wants. Like, are you the piece, the final missing puzzle piece to his life? Like, will you contribute something to him? I'm saying a man who actually knows his worth, like a man who doesn't like wasting his time onto women that are actually not worth his time, and he genuinely wants to settle down and have a family and like get married, and then, you know, travel the world, go to one of the most finest cuisine and explore food, and just go and travel the world and just be a happy family, you know, like happy, healthy, stable family, not toxic, not anything like that. He just wants a safe home that he can safely return to his wife, to his children, to his kids. He just wants a traditional family with a provider energy, with I'm hearing like a homemaker wife. But then again, he wouldn't mind if you wanted to work, because this is a kind of man that he would go to any extent to be with his woman, to make his wife feel protected and seen and loved. And even to his kids, he would be literally the best father. Like he will give everything that he couldn't get himself as a child to his children, all the attention, all the love, even all the money. And like he would get them, he would give the world to his family, he would go to any extent to protect his woman and his children. And this is the kind of man that you're dealing with, or who's secretly admiring you. And he just wants to make sure that he like, before he finally approaches you, he truly wants to know if you're that woman or not. Like he's just trying to check, like, can you be that woman to him? Do you have that side where you're nurturing and you will understand him and his vulnerabilities and his pain and where he's coming from, all of the wounds that he has, or all the insecurities that he has overcome. Like, this is a man who's not wounded anymore. Like, he has overcome all his insecurities, he has broken all his karmic cycles. Like, he can see through, read energies as well. And he maybe was a player in the past, or maybe just hooked up a lot, or just slept around a lot. But now this person, I can see that he's definitely has changed, and he genuinely wants to settle down and be with a woman. And but he's just taking a moment of stillness for him to breathe, and just, sort of have it all together, like get everything together before he finally makes himself ready. I'm seeing like he has already made up his mind. Like, whoever this man is, he has already made up his mind about you, that he only wants you. Like, I am hearing ki, like, a bus ho gaya, like it is done. Like, the search has finally come to an end. I'm also seeing like end game. Matlab, like, it's end game for him. Like, he's found the one. Like, he's found the one, and he wants to be with her and her only. But at the same time, he wants to be prepared for her. Maybe this is a man who's trying to get his finances up so that he can go finally buy that ring and go and propose to her, or even get engaged to her. I'm literally seeing like an engagement where the girl is showing this photo and they're kissing, and they have like, celebration with a lot of flowers and swans and decorations behind. I'm seeing beach, I'm seeing a lot of decorations, I'm seeing a lot of lights and diyas. And like, maybe this is a person, like, he knows that he's going to marry this woman. Like, he knows that he's going to marry you. Like, he knows that this is the woman of his dreams, but he's waiting. Like, he's waiting so that he can get his finances up, so that he knows that he's finally safe, and that he wants to ensure that he does not fall back into those old karmic cycles, into those whole toxic people, habits, or whatsoever. Because like, you think sometimes you're broken out of a karmic cycle or a toxic habit or any substance abuse or anything, only to find out that you haven't actually truly healed from it. And then this person just wants to make sure, because I'm seeing that he's not the kind of man who would want to come into your life and make it harder for you. He only wants to be in your life if you're going to be happy with him, and he genuinely wants to make your life easier with him, and he wants you to be more happier with him, show the world to you, and literally give you all the princess treatment, and genuinely be your man, like, and you be his woman, like, like in a traditional way. Like, he wants you to be the feminine man, but at the same time, he'll let you work, he'll let you be yourself. Not a controlling man at all. He lets you be yourself. Very kind, very sweet, genuine, adorable baby like energy I'm getting from this masculine. And he's like genuinely healed divine masculine. I'm also getting dark divine masculine. Like, he would go to any extent to protect his woman, to protect his kids. And and if this woman ever were to reject him, he would be so devastated. Like, oh my god, like, that is what every second of his life he's sort of afraid, like, what if she rejects me, what if I'm not good enough for her, what if she rejects me. So I feel like maybe that self-esteem or that low self-confidence might be holding him back from this person approaching you. And I feel like with this person coming into your life, everything that was meant for you will also come with him. Like, all your career opportunities, your finances, your abundance, they will also come with him. But when I say with him, I don't mean through him, but like, when that person comes into your life, you're literally stepped into a new timeline, because this person is meant to be with you in that new timeline, and you haven't reached that timeline yet, because God wants to ensure that you are finally broken out of all of these karmic cycles, everything that was not meant for you, people, places, situations, habits, cycles, even you trying to pretend to be something, even with the way you dress, with the way you speak, with the way you act, your people pleasing, your boundaries. So with everything that was not you, you have now truly broken, and just God wants you to have a solid foundation of who you are as a core, so that you don't fall back into those loops, you don't fall back into those people. Because right now, in this period of stillness, what are you gonna do? There is nothing happening in your life, because your new timeline isn't here yet, your person isn't here yet, all those opportunities are not here yet. So are you gonna embrace this stillness and patiently wait for it, but at the same time you're not just sitting there and waiting, you're genuinely discovering yourself, living your best life out there. You're being grateful for everything that is there in your life. At the same time, you're open to receiving everything that God is giving you, but at the same time you're not falling back into those loops because you know that it is not for you. So this is what God is trying to test, and I see that you have passed this test. Like God saw that you haven't fallen back into those old cycles, into those old people, into those old habits, even situationships, or even I'm just seeing a person who sleeps around a lot for no reason, just because that person is bored, or even because that person can sleep around. Like they genuinely are very attractive person, they, you know, they can hit up a lot of people, but that person has now decided to finally come out of that cycle. And God is trying to see, like, since you have come out of all of those things, are you gonna go back into those old cycle of yours and you're just gonna fool around, or are you gonna embrace this new stillness and your new identity, that is the identity that all that, like, you wanted to be this your whole life. Like, I'm literally stuttering right now because I'm getting so much rush of this downloads or this information. That is, whatever identity that you are in right now, you wanted to be in this identity your entire life, and this was your, you had made this your mission, that this is how I want to look, this is how I want to dress, this is how I want to be, these are the kind of people I want in my life. But at the same time, it took a while for you to figure out how to achieve all those things, and in that cycle you ended up meeting people or being in places that were not meant for you, and you got distracted by that. And finally, when you realize, like, this is not me, this is not true happiness, this is genuinely not meant for me, and you want to get out of this, and you finally broken out of it, and now you have become you, which you always wanted to be. And God is now asking you to embrace this stillness, to embrace this. Universe is literally asking you to embrace this stillness, whatever you believe in, God or universe, angels, ancestors, Jesus, anything, Buddha, anything. And there's, just know that God is protecting you, and I feel like God will now start protecting you even more now that you're entering into this new timeline, because now God wants you to enter this timeline more than anybody else, even more than you, to be honest. God wants you to be in that timeline, be with that woman, be with that man, and have that lifestyle, whatever that you have prayed. Like, you have prayed so sincerely and so deeply to God at this point, that God has made it a mission in his or in her life, in his whole entirety. God has literally made a mission ki, like, I am going to give this woman or this man everything that they've ever asked me, because I know that they are so sincere about that deep down, and I will ensure that nothing will ever distract this person from their true path of destiny or their purpose that they are here for on this earth. So any people who tries to come and try to disturb you, or try to will come and try to, you know, to distract you, that, like, God will literally remove them like that. At the same time, he will give you the ability to see and recognize it for yourself, that this is a distraction, this is not meant for me. And that is why he's put you in this stillness, so that you can see things like what is for you, what is not for you, which people are for you, which people are not for you, which are your distractions and which are not your distractions, which is emotionally draining for you, which is not emotionally draining for you. And this is what God is trying to see, like, will this person be able to see through all those illusions and finally understand what is good for them and what is not good for them. Because right now you have found this new identity that is for you, but the most important thing is you need to solidify, you need to make this identity of yours bulletproof before you can finally step into this new timeline, so that when you meet whatever people, whatever they try to trigger you, like, you will be unbothered. You know, like, you genuinely, your one of your wish was to be unbothered and be detached from everything. So now you have finally become all of that. But isn't it important for you to be bulletproof, that nothing can get passed through you? Like, you can literally overcome anything, and that is you're literally in the final stages of entering into a new timeline, being with that dream person of yours, having that dream love life, or traveling. Or I'm seeing a person, literally seeing like a couple goal, like 2 suitcases, a red one and a pink one, or like whatever, and then 2 flight tickets, and I see literally them getting boarding into that plane and just sitting and then just flying, like a happy ending into the sun. I'm literally seeing that. I'm literally saying that, but these are all meant for you, they're all about to happen to you. But at the same time, God just wants to ensure that the person that you have become now, so that you are bulletproof. so that all those people, even if they try to come back into your life, those places, those situations, those distractions, you'll be like, I'm out of all of this. I've grown from all of this, outgrown them. They're not meant for me. And you can't fool me. You can't distract me. You can't manipulate me. You can't do whatever. I'm not gonna stoop lower. I'm not gonna fall back into all of those things, because this is me and this is what I want and this is where I'm going. So, this tunnel vision is what God wants you to have, this clarity, that not 99.9, and He wants you to have 100% clarity of like, that's all, nothing else. Like, this is what is important, all these are distractions. This is what God wants you to have. And once He realizes that, or once God realizes that you have this tunnel vision where you know, this is the woman I want, this is the man I want, this is my opportunity, this is what I want, and I am gonna be this only. And that is when God will finally enter you into that new timeline where everything will literally come at your doorstep, because now you're finally in your receptivity. Because when that person comes into your arms, or when that person comes into your door and knocks on your door, this doesn't mean literally coming and knocking at your door. That means opportunity coming into you. You know, you somehow end up meeting the dream person of yours out of nowhere and you did not expect to meet them, or you get that big opportunity or that big brand deal, blockbuster deal, or you're signing contracts in entertainment industry, or you're becoming a celebrity or a very famous person who'll walk into a lot of red carpet events. So when all those events come, you are truly in your receptivity to receive them and be your highest version in all of those things. And so that you can see through fake people. Like, when you actually go into this, like when you actually go into this new timeline, that doesn't mean that you will not meet fake people. That doesn't mean that you will not people who will lie, who will try to manipulate you, or who will try to energetically drain you. You will meet, like, there are all kinds of people everywhere. This is how the world works. There are all kinds of people everywhere. And even when you enter this new timeline, there will still be people who will try to manipulate you, who will try to use you, who will try to advantage, like who will try to take advantage of you, who will try to, you know, like even bully you maybe. But or they think you're gullible just because you're sweet and you're kind. They don't know how you truly are, but then they will try to paint a picture of how they think you are based on, or they try to judge you too soon, like, if you know what I mean. Like, when all those things happen, God wants you to be detached from it and be untriggered from it, and just have that tunnel vision of what is important to you. This is why I'm here. Like, I'm gonna do this, and just I'm gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna worry about all the unwanted things. I'm just gonna do whatever I am called here for, and I'm not gonna fool around. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna get distracted, so that you will not self-sabotage it. And I feel like this is what God is trying to give you, that self-confidence, that along with reassuring you, helping you to overcome this thing of self-sabotaging, so that when that comes, you know you gave your best. And even if it didn't go the way you wanted it to be, you will still have this calmness in yourself. Be like, I gave my best, it didn't go the way I wanted, it means it was not meant for me. Okay, tata, bye bye, that's all. And then the next one, tunnel vision. So this is what God wants you to have. He wants you to be so self-assured in who you are, how you think, your moral values, with your rules like that you have made for your life, for you. You know, the rules that you made for yourself. Now the society has made for you to try to put you in a box, so that you just fit in a box and all of that. No, like, the rules that you made for yourself, so that you know what is for you and what is not for you, so that you don't cross your own boundaries, so that to go out of your way to make other people loved and all of that. God wants you to bulletproof you. Literally, I'm seeing like a person who's wearing a very iron armor around their whole body, so they get bulletproof, you know, so that whatever comes, whatever life strikes at them, they strike gold, they strike rock, they strike bullets, guns, whatever they strike, it's like you're literally have become bulletproof, that nothing can get to you at this point, nothing can harm you at this point. You're just there, you're just laid back, and you're just sitting and you're just chilling, and you're just, you know, living out your best life. And then when you have become that, finally, like, this is, I'm hearing that this is the last stages, like you're almost there. This message is almost over. You just need to believe in yourself and keep reassuring, reaffirmating to yourself that yes, I will reach there, yes, I will be there. And that new timeline is just any second of your life, you're gonna switch into that new timeline. Like, any second, like, you can literally expect that any second. Maybe now, up until now, it is done. You never know. So that is exactly what I mean. And this was your message, you guys. And I feel like you will also start receiving a lot of confirmations about this new timeline, about this new woman, or this dream opportunity, or whatever that was meant for you, that is actually coming to you and to your doorstep, that is actually gonna come and knock on your door. You will start receiving, you will start seeing signs on social media, through the reels that you see, or YouTube videos or shorts, or even through people around you, through music, through even nature, or through sounds, animals, or you will start seeing signs everywhere. And those are the signs trying to tell you ki, like, hey, we are coming, like, be prepared for us, so that you don't self-sabotage it, so that you have the whole self-confidence and self-esteem ki, like, yes, you got this. And this is what God is trying to do. He's just trying to finally, that when idol, you're trying to do a murti, or you're trying to do a idol with a stone, and the idol is done, but you just have last few touch-ups that you need to do, like the finalization, where you just need to carve and make it sharp and round and smooth before you finally put it on display in a museum. I'm also seeing like you will be a person who might be put onto like a display, but not like in a museum. Like you will be carefully picked up and placed into places where there will be a lot of people, so that God is literally gonna show you off to this world. Like, see, this is my woman, or this is like my man. Even the person that you're gonna meet in future, that man is gonna show you off. Like, it's coming from place of love, okay? It's coming from place of love. Okay, like, this is my woman. Like, see how she looks. Or this is my man. See how he dresses. Like, he's so hot. Like, I know that. And this is coming from place of love. Like, not from place of showing status or money. Or, no, not all of that. You have broken free out of all of that. So he's just gonna, like, God is gonna show you off so much, and people are just gonna be there, and they're gonna be like, that is how people are gonna be. And you're just gonna be here laughing the way I am laughing, blushing the way I am blushing. I'm literally in this cute blushing energy, because I'm getting this energy where a guy is literally like proposing. Like, he's kneeled down. I see a car, I see a ring, a fine ring, and he's kneeled down, he's proposing to the woman of his dreams, like, will you marry me? Like, I wanna be with you, I wanna make you mine. Like, I feel like you have a person like who has set their heart on you, and he only wants you. And you, all the females watching this and all the males watching this, you already have a man. Wow, I started with a career and thing, went to love, went to something career and life. Now again we are back to love. This energy is not going away. It is so cute. I thought this message was the end, but I literally see game over. Honey, it is done. You have won in your life. Just go and enjoy, eat and sleep. That is all. There's nothing more to say in this. Like, I'm literally seeing, like, you're literally winning in your life, and nobody can take that away from you. F all those people, F all their opinions, F all their judgments, and all of their F them. You're literally winning in your life, and just keep doing your thing, and everything that you want is literally coming at your doorstep. And just keep bulletproofing yourself, keep bulletproofing your confidence, keep bulletproofing your self-esteem, and then keep bulletproofing your kindness, your empath, but at the same time keep bulletproofing everything that you are, which is coming from place of love and goodness, and with a higher frequency of God. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video. And this was the message, and bye bye guys, take care.